In this video, we're making 48 different scones, testing 3 different sourdough scone recipes. I'm gonna tell you which of these flavors I think was the best and which was the worst and why, and we'll see which one we like the most. And the last thing that we're gonna do in this video is deliver these to my local police department, just to give the guys and gals in blue a big thank you to everything that they do for us. But first, we gotta rewind to last night. The scone recipe that we're gonna start off with is gonna be the blueberry lemon scones. I actually made them last night and I'm snacking on one right now. I plan on making 16 full-size scones of each of the recipes. So for this first one, I know for a fact I just need to double it, but I don't want to put all the dry ingredients in the same bowl and then have to half it. I don't know, to me that just sounds like things could go wrong. So even though it's the same recipe, I am gonna keep both halves separate. Let's get started. Just finished the blueberry lemon and the pumpkin stones, and I'm gonna call that good for tonight. While they're baking in the oven tomorrow morning, I'll go ahead and just make the orange ones. I'm gonna go ahead and give my kitchen a brief reset and then go to bed because it is 11:02. I'm ready to get some sleep. I know my baby's probably gonna wake me up kind of early in the morning, so we'll get a head start on it then, and then we'll get to deliver them. Is 6:45. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven, start getting that baking process going, and then prep these last ones. I had already set everything out for myself last night, so just be ready in a seamless process. Let's get these orange scones done. So the pumpkin ones are finally baked, glazed, and they're honestly ready to go, and they look gorgeous. But when I was making this, because I haven't tried this recipe before, the only recipe I really tried before was the blueberry lemon, I went ahead and I saved just a little teeny tiny guy to taste and see what we think of the recipe, because I do want to know what they taste like, but I wanted to save as much of the bulk batter as I could for the officers. I'm going to share it with my husband because we're both going to rate it and see what we think of this recipe. So.
Good?
I really like the scone. I'm not a huge fan of the glaze. And I was kind of seeing that under the comments of the recipe, but they tend to be more about the pumpkin spice glaze. That's why I skipped it altogether.
I kind of agree. The scone's really good. The glaze just doesn't add anything to it.
Okay, cool. That one's so much flakier than the last one. Like actual scone texture. I like that one more. I like that one a lot more.
Yeah, that one's really good.
What do you think is your favorite out of them all? Because then you've had the lemon, blueberry, pumpkin, and orange. You could rank them.
Probably the orange, and then the blueberry, and then the pumpkin.
Orange is your favorite? It's a good one. I know, I think I probably agree with that ranking. I really like the lemon blueberry ones, but there's something about the orange recipe that is like flakier. So I finished all 3 different scone recipes, and you heard a little bit of my husband and I's dialogue, but then my camera died, so I'm gonna lay it all out here. So what are my final thoughts on all of these different recipes? I would say up front that the pumpkin one is probably my least favorite, and it's not all because of the icing. It has a lot to do with the texture of the actual scone itself. And this is something that I was honestly pretty prepared for. In all the recipes that I saw on Pinterest, in the comment section, it was very common to see people saying, it doesn't really have a scone texture, it's more of a cakey texture. So just be prepared for that. I think it's because of the pumpkin puree that no matter who is creating the recipe, I don't really think you're gonna get around the texture issue. Now, when it comes to these two, they are close. So stinking good. The blueberry lemon scones are incredible. When I made them the last time, I accidentally added too many blueberries, and so this one I removed a few, and wow, it completely has just changed. I think that ratio really just needed adjusted. But if we are to put them neck and neck, the texture of the orange scones takes the top. My only conclusion is that maybe this is because it doesn't have an egg in it. That's really the key differences between these recipes. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference in how much flour is there, but you saw when I was formulating the dough, these two were both a very, very dry dough. Unlike with the pumpkin ones, that puree made the dough pretty darn workable. These were both though incredibly dry, and man, when you bit into this scone right here, it had that perfect like flaky, buttery, yummy texture. And so I think what I'm gonna do from now on is if I ever want a lemon blueberry scone, I'm gonna use this as my base and then go ahead and add in my add-ons. So the orange scone takes the cake. I'll have all the recipes linked in the description box below, but let's go ahead and get these packaged up while they're fresh and get them off to our boys and gals in blue. I just dropped the scones off at the office, and you guys, it just doesn't make you feel any better than when you're giving to somebody else. Honestly, it is like my favorite thing to do. I just walked in, I was like, I made scones for you guys. And she's like, what? Thank you. So fun, so stoked, love trying new recipes. I encourage you guys, like, love on your local police department. They're taking care of you. They come at your beck and call when you need them. Yes, they pull you over, but that's the consequences of your own darn actions for speeding. So love on your local police department. I hope you like this video. I hope you like the sourdough and trying the different recipes. Have a blessed rest of your day.